If you want to learn how Kashin Koji, Boruto and Eida became the Singularities of Fate in the Boruto manga, then this video is for you. Here's why. I'll explain what the Singularity of Fate means and give a detailed breakdown of how Kashin Koji, Boruto and Eida became the Singularities of Fate. In Boruto, people called the Singularities of Fate are those who know the future. They gain this title because the more they learn about what will happen, the more their actions diverge from the predetermined course of events, turning them into singularities, unique and heretical existence. By becoming a singularity, an individual becomes a unique and unpredictable force. Their decisions and actions break away from the expected course of events because their knowledge of the future drives them to act differently. This not only causes instability in their own fate, but also impacts others and disrupts the overall flow of events. A person who knows the future no longer passively follows fate. Instead, their actions often aim to change or ensure what they have foreseen, which leads further to unpredictability and chaos. For this reason, it is generally better for most people not to know anything about the future. The role of the Singularities of Fate, however, is to assist in guiding path towards good future, working from behind the scenes to ensure stability and positive outcomes. Kashin Koji was the first to become a Singularity of Fate in Boruto. Amado created him to defeat Ishiki Otsutsuki and stop his plan to destroy the planet by growing the divine tree. While Kashin Koji couldn't overpower Ishiki, he fulfilled his mission when he forced Ishiki to revive using Jigen's body. This erased the karma seal Ishiki had implanted in Kawaki. At that point, Kashin Koji accepted the possibility of dying at Ishiki's hands, believing he had completed his duty and could entrust the rest to Naruto Uzumaki, the Hokage. However, when Ishiki tried to kill him, Kashin Koji's present Shinjutsu ability was awakened and activated. This was possible because Amado had implanted all Gaara members with Shibai's cells, hoping they would manifest one of Shibai's powerful Shinjutsu abilities. For example, Code gained the claw marks, Daemon developed the power to reflect all attacks, and Eida got her godlike omnipotence Shinjutsu ability and the Senrigan Eye. Kashin Koji had not displayed any such abilities until he faced certain death. At that critical moment, his present Shinjutsu activated, allowing him to see visions of multiple possible futures. These visions showed him that Ishiki's death alone wouldn't end the danger, and that the 10 Tails will need to be destroyed to protect the planet. Realizing this, Kashin Koji decided he couldn't afford to die yet. The present's Shinjutsu ability turned Kashin Koji into a Singularity of Fate, as he could now see all possible futures. This knowledge made his actions unpredictable and detached from the path of fate. For example, after Sasuke was devoured by the 10 Tails, Boruto was meant to handle his role as the Shadow Hokage alone. However, using his present Shinjutsu to look at all possible futures, Kashin Koji was able to predict where Boruto would be after he was surrounded by the shinobi of the sand looking to kill him. Upon Kashin Koji finding Boruto using his toad, Kashin Koji informed Boruto that there were roughly 20 shinobi in the area and that Boruto was trapped, which put Boruto in a difficult situation as he couldn't really kill innocent shinobi because the omnipotence had altered those shinobi's memories and everyone else to believe that Boruto was the enemy, even though he is not. Kashin Koji then told Boruto that they needed to get him out of the situation he was in first before they could talk properly, and instructed Boruto to touch his toad's back. Once Boruto touched the toad's back, Kashin Koji reverse summoned Boruto to the hideout. This prevented a situation where Boruto would have had to use physical force to defend himself against those 20 shinobi, because at that time Boruto didn't know the Flying Raijin Jutsu. At the hideout, Kashin Koji explained to Boruto that in his mind, Boruto was Ishiki's vessel who had escaped Gaara. From Kashin Koji's perspective, both he and Amado had helped Boruto flee from Gaara. Although Kashin Koji admitted he didn't know much about the ability Boruto called omnipotence, he appreciated its effects. He told Boruto that when he was chased out of his village, it seemed like everyone's memories of Boruto and Kawaki had been swapped. Boruto found this confusing and pointed out that omnipotence had clearly affected Kashin Koji's memories, yet Kashin Koji could still understand the true state of things objectively. When Boruto asked how Kashin Koji could do this, Kashin Koji revealed that he had anticipated this outcome ahead of time. His presence Shinjutsu ability allowed him to foresee that omnipotence would flip Boruto's and Kawaki's positions before it even happened. Without this ability, Kashin Koji would have also believed Boruto was Kawaki and would not have known Boruto as Naruto's son and a true Uzumaki. Despite what has been revealed so far, there's still much that Kashin Koji knows or has done that has not been shown in the Boruto manga at the time of recording this video. This leaves fans curious about the extent of his knowledge and actions in future chapters. Boruto became the Singularity of Fate when Kashin Koji began sharing the knowledge he had about the future. Kashin Koji explained to Boruto that the future isn't a single straight path. Instead, it is made up of many possibilities, like a branching network of crossroads. Each choice or event creates a new path, and some of these paths disappear based on decisions made. Kashin Koji described this as a battle royal between destinies, showing that the future is unpredictable and shaped by competing possibilities. Small actions can lead to major ripple effects, creating entirely different outcomes. This adds pressure on people like Kashin Koji and later Boruto, who know about the future, as their decisions must guide events towards the best possible outcome. Their choices could stabilize fate or make it even more unstable. To help Boruto understand, Kashin Koji gave examples of past events that could have turned out differently. He explained that they had already avoided a future where Ishiki killed Naruto, was reborn in Kawaki's body, and planted a divine tree that would have destroyed the planet. Although this outcome was likely, it didn't happen. Another example was the day Kawaki sealed Naruto in his Dakuguten dimension. When Boruto and Kawaki fought, Kawaki could have killed both Boruto and Sarada, who tried to help. If this had happened, Boruto and Kawaki would never have switched roles. Kawaki would have lost to Code, been devoured by the Ten Tails, and caused a divine tree to destroy the planet. This future was prevented because Mitsuki, Shikamaru, and Sasuke stopped Kawaki in time. By telling Boruto all of this information, Kashin Koji wanted Boruto to see how fragile their future was, like walking a dangerous tightrope. Using his presence Shinjutsu, he helped Boruto prepare by sharing moves and jutsu that future Boruto had already mastered. This accelerated Boruto's training, allowing him to learn faster. Kashin Koji reassured Boruto that this would not create a timeline paradox because he was simply sharing what he had seen, which is a standard for peasants. By explaining this, Kashin Koji addressed the concerns about how sharing knowledge of future techniques will not cause contradictions in time. Kashin Koji also used this peasant's Shinjutsu to tell Boruto how to save Sasuke. He told Boruto that he will need to defeat Hidari and obtain Hidari's stone bulb soul to free Sasuke from the tree. More importantly, Kashin Koji warned Boruto about the worst possible future. In that future, the Ten Tails breaks free of Code's control and evolves in multiple divine tree people, each with their own mind. Kashin Koji advised Boruto to destroy the Ten Tails completely before this could happen, though he admitted the chances of success were slim. In nearly all the futures Kashin Koji saw, there were divine tree people. Their leader Jura was the most dangerous, and in many futures, Jura killed Boruto. Kashin Koji stressed that this was not guaranteed, but it was a strong possibility. After Jura's victory, Kawaki as an Otsutsuki would be devoured by the Ten Tails, turning it into a divine tree capable of producing a chakra fruit. The planet will die as all life will be drained of chakra to create the chakra fruit. Kashin Koji told Boruto that this worst possible future must not become a reality. He explained, as he had said before, that there are endless possible futures. By Boruto learning about them, their future had already started to change little by little. This is why Boruto was determined to stop Code and destroy the Ten Tails when Code attacked Konoha. He wanted to prevent the Ten Tails from evolving into divine tree people, but it was too late. It had already happened. Whether Boruto can stop the future where Jura kills him and Kawaki is devoured, leading to the planet's destruction, is still unknown. Kashin Koji shared much information with Boruto that has not been shown in the manga. In chapter 16 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Kashin Koji used his pre-sense shinjutsu to show Boruto how his future self had mastered his version of the flying Raijin jutsu. Kashin Koji helped Boruto learn in just minutes what had taken future Boruto years to figure out. This allowed Boruto to train and master the flying Raijin jutsu much faster. There are still other abilities that Boruto learned with Kashin Koji's help, but these have not been revealed in the manga yet. In short, Boruto became the second Singularity of Fate when Kashin Koji shared knowledge of the future with him. This knowledge made Boruto aware of the branching possibilities of fate, giving him the power to act beyond the predetermined path. By understanding the potential outcomes and how past events could have turned out differently, Boruto's actions began to shape and disrupt the natural flow of fate. With Kashin Koji's pre-sense shinjutsu, Boruto was able to grow much faster, learning advanced techniques like the flying Raijin jutsu far quicker than he would have on his own. This training and knowledge transformed Boruto into a unique and unpredictable force, making him a singularity of fate capable of steering events towards a better future while avoiding terrible outcomes. Eida became the third singularity of fate after Kashin Koji realized, using his pre-sense shinjutsu, that Eida will watch his past conversations with Boruto. Using her Senrigan, Eida saw a past conversation between Kashin Koji and Boruto. In that conversation, Boruto asked why they shouldn't share everything they knew about the future with others to ensure events headed in a good direction. Kashin Koji explained that the more people who know the future, the more unpredictable it becomes, as knowing the future changes how individuals act. This branching effect makes it harder to foresee outcomes, negating the advantage of presence. For better or worse, knowing the future disrupts it. Kashin Koji also told Boruto that the more someone knows about the future, the more they diverge from the path of fate. Thus, it's usually better for most people to remain unaware, so events can progress towards a good outcome. He explained that it's the role of the singularities of fate to guide events towards favorable futures from behind the scenes. In that same conversation, Kashin Koji revealed that Boruto, like himself, had become a singularity of fate, so had Eida, who would likely see their conversation. In chapter 16 of Boruto 2 Blue Vortex, Kashin Koji worked with Eida to guide Shikamaru towards a better future. Using a hidden toad in Eida's hair, Kashin Koji spoke to Shikamaru. To avoid disturbing the future, he advised Shikamaru to listen carefully without asking questions. Kashin Koji instructed Shikamaru to send Konohamaru, Sarada and Mitsuki to the Land of Wind, where either Ryu or Mitsuri, or possibly both, will appear. Kashin Koji suggested having the trio team up with the two Sen shinobi to defeat Ryu and Mitsuri. If Shikamaru needed to convince the team, Kashin Koji advised coming up with a believable explanation. Kashin Koji also warned Shikamaru to keep Himawari Uzumaki inside Konoha, as Jura had taken an interest in her. If she left the village, it could draw Jura's attention and result in her death. Kashin Koji explained that Jura respected Konoha's cultural values and was unlikely to cause conflict within the village, so Himawari should remain safe as long as she stayed inside. Additionally, Kashin Koji instructed Shikamaru to notify everyone to treat Jura as an ordinary customer if he visited the Konoha bookshop. When Shikamaru asked if Kashin Koji was serious, Kashin Koji assured him it was no joke. He warned that provoking Jura would lead to certain defeat and advised avoiding conflict by using only minimal force against Jura's allies. If Jura appeared, immediately retreat was necessary. Before his toad departed, Kashin Koji thanked Shikamaru for his assistance in Boruto's escape, expressing gratitude for Shikamaru's decision to act against village laws and his comrades without proof of the truth. Kashin Koji encouraged Shikamaru to continue following his heart to ensure a good future, even without pressure.